There comes a point in every person's life when they look around and quietly ask, is this it? Not in resentment, not in defeat, but in recognition. Recognition that the gap between the life they live and the life they imagined has grown too wide to ignore. Recognition that something, someone, must change. And if we're honest, that someone is us. You don't get a better life by waiting. You don't stumble into greatness. And you sure don't deserve more just because you want more. A better life is not something you acquire, it's something you build, brick by becoming the kind of person capable of sustaining it. If you want a better life, become a better you. Not just more motivated, more disciplined, not just more knowledgeable, more intentional, not just inspired for a day, transformed for a lifetime. See, life doesn't respond to who you are on occasion. It responds to who you are consistently. Who you are when no one's watching. Who you are in the silence of your own decisions. That's the version of you that builds, or destroys, your future. It's easy to look outward and blame the economy, the government, your upbringing, your parents, your past. But life changes the moment you look in the mirror and say, I am responsible. That's the beginning of power. Not in blaming, but in owning. Because once you take full responsibility, you unlock full control. Let the world be what it is. Your job isn't to fix the world. Your job is to fix you. Because when you change, everything changes. Your mindset is the thermostat for your life. You don't get what you want, you get what you believe you're worth. And the truth is, most people's lives are limited by the beliefs they inherited, not the beliefs they chose. Someone else taught them to play small. Someone else convinced them that average was acceptable. And they've been living in that borrowed philosophy ever since. But just because you were handed a broken script doesn't mean you have to keep reading from it. You can write your own. And that begins by asking better questions. What do I believe about myself? What do I believe about effort, discipline, failure? What do I believe I'm capable of becoming? Because the life you're building is downstream from the philosophy you hold. Jim Rohn used to say, stand guard at the door of your mind. Why? Because your mind is the construction site of your life. If you let weeds grow, they'll choke out every seed of greatness you plant. If you want a better life, you've got to cultivate a better inner world. One built on truth, not excuses. One built on clarity, not chaos. One built on values, not moods. Your mind is your garden. Pull the weeds. Plant the right seeds. Water it with discipline. And watch what grows. Discipline is the foundation of everything. Not motivation. Not excitement. Discipline. Because motivation is momentary. Discipline is a lifestyle. It doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't ask if it's convenient. It doesn't consult your emotions. It just does the work. See, every day, whether you like it or not, you're casting a vote for the kind of person you're becoming. And those votes are called habits. What time you wake up. How you treat your body. What you feed your mind. What you tolerate in your relationships. What you choose to focus on. These are the bricks that build your future, or bury it. People say, I don't know what my future looks like. But that's not true. If I watched your habits for 30 days, I could predict your next 5 years. Why? Because your future isn't a mystery, it's a reflection. If you don't like where your life is headed, don't curse the path, change the steps. Discipline is how you do that. Not by trying to be perfect, but by showing up, especially when it's hard. Because discipline doesn't just shape your results. It shapes your identity. And once your identity changes, your destiny follows. But here's what they don't teach you in school. It's not enough to work hard. You have to work hard on the right things. Busyness is not the same as effectiveness. Motion is not the same as progress. You can spend your whole life climbing the ladder, only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. That's where clarity comes in. You have to know what matters. You have to define success for yourself, not by the world's shallow standards, but by values rooted in meaning. What do you stand for? What are you building? What kind of legacy are you writing in the quiet hours of your life? Because time will ask you to trade it for something. And if you're not clear on your values, it'll be stolen by distractions, not invested in purpose. If you want a better life, you must value time like your life depends on it, because it does. Don't spend your days reacting to everything around you. Design your days with intention. Build your routines like an architect builds a cathedral, with vision, structure, and patience. No one builds something remarkable by accident. You won't either. You must become a student again. Not just of business. Not just of success. But of life. Become a student of behavior, of patterns, of cause and effect. Ask questions. Read deeply. Observe what works and what doesn't. Because success leaves clues, but most people are too distracted to notice them. Learn from everyone. The winners, the losers, the honest, the broken, the disciplined, the lazy. Everyone is a mirror showing you what to pursue or what to avoid. And never stop learning. Because the person you're meant to become is still being shaped by what you're willing to learn today. Rohn said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." The goal isn't just knowledge, it's wisdom. And wisdom is knowledge applied through experience. So don't just consume information. Live it. Test it. Sharpen it. Make it real in your life. That's how you grow. And growth, real, inner, irreversible growth, is the root of every better life. Growth will cost you your comfort. It will cost you your excuses, your laziness, your old identity. It will cost you the approval of people who fear their own growth. It will cost you the version of yourself that was content with just getting by. But what you gain is you. A version of you that doesn't flinch when life gets hard. A version of you that doesn't run from pressure, but rises through it. A version of you that's earned respect from yourself. And let me tell you something most people never hear. There is no achievement more powerful than becoming someone you admire. Someone you respect when you're alone. Someone you don't have to pretend to be proud of. That's the reward. That's the freedom. You don't get that by chance. You get that by design. By waking up each day and deciding, no matter how you feel, no matter what's against you, I will not stay the same. Because if I want a better life, I must become a better me. The truth is, everything you want is already possible. But it's waiting on a version of you who hasn't shown up yet. The disciplined you. The focused you. The intentional, humble, resilient you. The you who doesn't just dream, but executes. The you who doesn't fear change, but demands it. You don't need more time. You need more courage. You don't need better luck. You need better habits. You don't need a new year. You need a new standard. And that standard starts now. Right here. In this moment. In this breath. Because the life you want will not arrive by accident. It will arrive the day you look at yourself, without flinching, and say, "Let the world do what it will. I will do what I must. Let others stay the same. I will evolve. Let my past be what it was. My future belongs to who I choose to become." Because if you want a better life, you must become a better you.